So we're continuing the discussion of how far is too far. And as we've talked about before, that's really the wrong question. Perhaps we really should be asking, how close to Jesus can I actually live? But here's the reality. We're all still going to struggle. We're all still going to be tempted. We're all still going to be impassioned to get close to someone physically. A second thought to keep in mind as we talk about this whole thing. The person you're dating them. You haven't stood before your family, you haven't stood before God and made a covenant with this person.
The bottom line is, at this point in your relationship, you're not married.
So in other words, and we've talked about this before in previous daily dances, that person, that body that you're dating, it's not yours. In fact, that person that you're dating, they don't belong to you. That body doesn't belong to you. It's not there for you to just do whatever you passionately want to. That person belongs to God and someone else. See, here's the reality. The reality is, for most of us, the people that we're dating in high school, we're not gonna marry them. Someone else will.
As you spend more time together physically, your commitment level starts to climb, but it's artificially climbing. You may think that you're committed enough to have this physical intimacy, but at this point in the relationship, it just tends to make things more messy. Now, God created you, but God also created the person that you're dating. He created that person to have an awesome life, a life filled with joy and happiness, and He may have created that person to be with somebody else.
It is your responsibility as a boyfriend and as a girlfriend to honor not only that person that you're dating, but that person's future spouse.
Now, I think that you probably want to be able to tell your spouse and your wife or your husband on your wedding day that, hey, I waited specifically for you. The physical intimacy that I'm giving to you, my body, I waited and saved that just for you.
Here's the thing. It's not there anymore, so never mind. Here's the thing. The further you go playing baseball in physical intimacy, the messier the relationship becomes. Things start to get awkward. The more intimate you get, things start to become confusing. When you're physically intimate with someone, it can start to blind other realities of the relationship. Not to mention, because of this physical intimacy, it tends to bind you. We justify staying with this person because we have done so many different things, but in that process, we're actually binded to this person totally needlessly. And so at the end of the day, I think the more physically intimate we get, it's almost like there's this guilty glue that keeps us connected to this person totally needlessly. It stresses us out, it causes us guilt, it just makes the entire relationship needlessly more confusing and more messy. That person doesn't belong to you. They're God's, and they're someone else's future spouse.
Pastor Jason and I want you to know that despite any of this, wherever you find yourself along the wherever you find yourself along the Baith path, I don't know why I have a lisp sometimes when I do this. We want you to know that we serve an amazing God who is open and willing to wipe the slate clean. We want you to know that no matter where you are, that we love you, that God loves you.
And if you think you actually have gone too far, if you think you've rounded the bases a little too far, I just want you to know, we have this amazing God of love and grace who is in the business of changing lives. Totally. Hopefully this is helpful for you and your friends as we daily try to figure out what it means to dance with God. Just okay.